My name is Colombe Gauvin. I am a naturopath and certified live blood analyst. I am not an employee of GIA Wellness. I have realized these tests and created this DVD on my own initiative without the directives and implication of GIA Wellness. The results herein are according to my own observations and professional findings. Live blood analysis is performed by a prick from the tip of the finger and looking at the blood under a dark field microscope. Please note that this DVD should not be interpreted as a diagnosis. It is merely to be used as a visual interpretation of the before and after pictures with the use of different GIA Wellness products. This DVD has been done with 6 subjects, men and women, aged between 40 and 65 years of age. Everyone had a 15-minute rest before the first blood test. No one had consumed H2O water or the pendant, or been in contact with their cell phone or computer with or without a GIA Wellness chip within 24 hours. Other nutritionals were not consumed either. These tests were done with integrity and honesty. The results are the true pictures of the experiment. First, let me show you a picture of what ideal blood looks like. The blood is composed of red blood cells, white blood cells, platelets, and plasma, which is also called the liquid of the blood. You can see that the red blood cells are floating, round, and detached from one another. The red blood cells have a lifespan of 120 days. When we see irregular shapes, it is an indication that the red blood cells die prematurely because this person is exposed to some radiation or electromagnetic fields. They should repel each other because the red blood cells should be one after the other when traveling in the veins. They transport oxygen and nutrients. If the red blood cells cling to one another, the oxygen is not transported to the brain. The background is the plasma and should be clean of debris. It is called the river of blood and should not be polluted. The dancing particles are made of lipids and proteins and are blood regulators. The number you see here is perfect. The blood is always looking for homeostasis or balance. In our first subject, we can see agglutination of the red blood cells. This person considers himself in good health. We can see, however, a uric acid crystal or debris in his blood. He consumed filtered water without making a noticeable change. After consuming 16 ounces of H2O, we can observe that his red blood cells are completely detached. As we know, oxygenation affects the biological terrain. What a wonderful reaction! Subject number 2 has tried the pendant. Before the use of the pendant, we can observe the red blood cells that are stacked. We barely see protein particles or regulators in the plasma. After putting on the pendant for 15 minutes, we can see very little change. After using the pendant for an hour and a half and consuming 20 ounces of H2O, look how much there is electrostatic electricity among the red blood cells. Drinking the water and using the pendant together increases the result. This shows the efficiency of the layered approach. Subject number 3 is a man of 64 years young. In the first live blood examination, we can observe a pretty good picture. After 15 minutes of wearing the pendant, look how his blood looks even better. His blood is well oxygenated and the plasma is clean. Observe the greater number of protein particles in the background. Subject number 4 is a lady, and we can observe again the agglutination. After 15 minutes of wearing the pendant, look at how well her blood is oxygenated. The red blood cells are nicely shaped and repel each other. Subject number 5 is a lady whose blood is close to ideal, very lightly agglutinated. We have put her aside with an unprotected cellular telephone for 20 minutes. Observe the toxic material in the background. I must tell you that this person became impatient and irritable. She came back after 20 minutes using a cellular phone with a chip on it. See the improvement. She drank IH2O and look at the difference again. Her blood is cleaner. She also became her usual self, soft and kind. Please note that no bacteria can survive in a well-oxygenated environment. Subject number 6 has agglutination of his red blood cells also. Please observe the stacked platelets. This is an indication of inflammation. Again, after the use of an unprotected cell phone, we can observe debris in the plasma. She came back after 20 minutes using a cellular phone with a chip on it. We can see electrostatic activity in the blood and the toxins are no longer apparent. Thank you for taking the time to visualize this DVD. I hope it will convince you of the importance of protecting yourself of electromagnetic fields and radiation. In conclusion, with a routine consisting of a balanced diet, adequate high-quality water intake, exercises on a regular basis, along with the use of GA Wellness products to protect us from EMFs, one will agree that the toxic material in and around our body do not stand a chance of survival because our blood is well oxygenated. It would be best to include these devices in our daily life for the protection of our red blood cells. Why not take the routine of using them every day? After using GA Wellness devices, we could see improvement in every case. This DVD should not be used as a diagnostic, but primarily to show you blood pictures before and after using the products of GA Wellness technology. I wish you all the best on your way to health.